3 weeks. Not a post, not a story. I don't know what Marlon said. Been a while. This is the most takes I've ever had on a video. I just I was talking for about 9 minutes, and then I literally just went and like froze. I looked at my phone. I was like, "What?" I was like, "Am I glitched? Why isn't it moving?" And then I realized I'm not saying anything. But yeah, been a while. Uh, Purely just out of not having time. Now I have a bit of time, so thought I might. Um, and I'm prepared for my great fall off. So let's just okay. Here's a check in with me. Results day. Uh, got three C's. Needed A's and B's. Well, high A's and B's, high B's. Got none of that. Gonna take a gap here regardless, so might as well just do it. Um, what else was there? Hair is longer. Need to get myself down to a fucking barber. Well, not barber, hairdresser. The headband's gone. In an earlier take, I said it and I just went like that, bang, pulled it out of nowhere. Now I can't. Yeah, I used all my magic ability on that. Um, Mustache is still here because that is my life. Um, Driving's going like normal. Just like trying to. What's really going on is I'm just trying to sleep, or not sleep. Like I was taking after Beast, my dog, who lives with my aunt, but she went on holiday, so me and my cousins just split up shifts over the hottest week fucking ever. Take care of her. I did the most, but it was pretty even all across the board. Um, yeah, and I just couldn't sleep well, especially with the sofa bed. Can't even fit on it. I'm 6'3". For Christ's sake. But okay, now let's get into something. When in my time away, I keep thinking about, I need to make a YouTube video. I need to do this, need that. I had times where I could, then I just couldn't be asked. I think that's not obviously not good from me, obviously because that's not great commitment. Same way with like how I am with the gym right now. Is took last week off because I went once last week and I went on like 4 hours of sleep and my body just like killed itself. So yeah, didn't go today. Drive a driving lesson and I just slept in because I need to sleep. Just gonna go back tomorrow. Yeah, so I was just thinking about video ideas and stuff like I hate you. Like the title would be I hate you, you should kill yourself, which I think YouTube would not like. They wouldn't fancy that. Stuff in that vein. And then I would kind of took a step deeper. Like and obviously clickbait, right? Is the clickbait is you go in the video, you should kill yourself. And then it will be the idea, the premise I had in my head was I start the video saying you should kill yourself, and then I realized that could that could kill someone. So no, and then I started warping it in my head like you should kill yourself. It's something I hear a lot and stuff like that. And then I was just like, no, yeah. Similar thing with I hate you, which that came from a different place. Um, Having just reflected on. Ooh, having just reflected on past experience with girls and stuff, just because I just see the dating discourse and stuff on TikTok and whatever, and it I really just forget how much I repressed in my head, of I talk about how I ghosted girls and stuff, but I was also I have admitted how I'm a piece of shit, right? Well, I was, and I remember when people it's a lot of the talk with obsession of because of Halloween Horror Nights having Nikki about, and it's not obsession, but some of these girls really truly wouldn't leave me alone, and then I would just say I hate you. Um, I'd just start pointing out the flaws, character flaws, sometimes physical stuff, and I'm not one to talk. Look at me, built like big tongues of whore, but that looked like there was absolutely nothing there. Rubbish, still nothing. I'm not flexing, but stuff like that, and is it mean? Yeah. Was it justified? In my own head, yeah. And gonna be honest, don't really care if it was mean or not. Ooh, wait. You've never seen this before, lads. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Sweet! But what's going on over there? But the thing that was like really bothering me was like the fact I had to go to those lengths, and then I know I know I'm bad for that, and that there was no other option. It's like why do I have to be put in that kind of situation? Especially just like looking around, seeing like some of my friends like go help my friend, you know, pull a guy. I'm gonna take however much credit I can for that because I played a decent role. But yeah, and it's just stuff like that. It's like, is that the karma for? Is that karma for me? Oh, my neck is jacked. Same with my um lower back, but you know, yeah, like that sounds very incelly and stuff. Uh, no, I'm not an incel. I'm a volacel or whatever it is. No, it's like obviously the option's been there, but it's like, and I've spoken about that. I don't think I've said that exact phrase before because I just coined that term. So W Reddit and 4chan, you can take that one. Make a soy jack, please. Um, I just looked at my hair and it reminded me of the 6'7" kid. Yeah, but yeah, I'm like, you know what? And the thing was like, oh, you're single, enjoy it because you're not really missing out on much. It's like you came out of a bad relationship. Let's be honest. Come on, let's be honest. You say that, and I think a lot of people say that. It's like you're saying that as someone who's been broken up with, as someone who has left a relationship for whatever reason. Like there's a reason why you're saying that whilst we're both single. You know what I mean? It's like it's also for me to determine, am I missing out or not? But that's not the point of what I was saying. I was saying something about you should kill yourself. I think. Uh, yeah. Scrap what I've just said. Loop back to that. It's like that sentiment comes around a lot, and I agree. That is what I was going to say. And then I'd go deeper into the fact that people like tell me about their problems. It's all like, and I hear a lot about champagne problems and stuff, and I'm like, truly, like, genuinely, kill yourself and start over because you're not living life if those are your problems. Like, you're not. And then, obviously, that's because of my view of the world and my experience of the world and how they truly are like are not struggling with a problem in my eyes. Like that's nothing. Try like struggling with taking care of an elderly woman who could die at any moment you open the door and you don't know if she's dead or not, and so you have to deal with that grief whilst praying she's still alive and stuff. Like and just psychiatric harm and stuff. And not only that, this old woman just so happened to be the woman who helped raise you, in the space of your, in the absent space of your, as in the space of your absent father. Yeah, but yeah. So like, and then they'll come to me like, yo, um, talk to me about some kind of like just some bollocks. I hate doing this to myself. I put myself on the spot, and then I can't think of examples. And watch as soon as I turn this video off, like they'll all come flooding into my head. Always ends up happening to me. But yeah. The main thing I had to say, I'm gonna like conclude from that is myself and my own like personal experience, and that's my worldview of like I am, and like it's okay, like not that specific, like oh they're not struggling, they don't understand struggle. I do. It's more the fact of fuck everyone else. Did I say that with a lisp? But like fuck everyone else. And I've said this before that I don't care about other people's problems. I'm me. If they're not my problems, or if, like it's not something I'm invested in, why should I give a shit? And you could, and the thing is, you could say like, you could say that, or you could say, how are you gonna get invested if you don't care? It's like if it's it will like it would invest me if it was something pertaining to me enough or like interesting enough to me. But no, like, and I think people have a problem with that. It's like they can't accept that we all have. like people can't accept that we don't have to be friends. I'm not your friend, or like people just have such a bad need to be liked and fit in. But on the flip side, they also have the need that they have to stand out, have to be unique, have to be cool, have to not cool, have to be quirky, have to be this, have to like stand out. Why? Do you want attention? Okay, what are you gonna do when you get attention? Like, think about that. It's like, um, it's like we could use this example. Me and my cousin built my nanny's furniture. And I was thinking in my head like I would never like I'm doing this for free in the heat. Like it's not that I want payment. It's just like I want some kind of acknowledgement that's deeper than thank you for like a day or so. Oh, my door's a bit cracked up here. And then I ended up like getting paid. My cousin didn't, which like I said to him, I was like, I could give you some. He was like, nah, you did a decent brunt of it. You did like one of the whole things by yourself. You did like the heavier lifting parts. And I was like, okay, yeah, fair. And or like when I was looking after my dog, and I was like, I'm doing this for free, like you know. And then my aunt was like, "Oh, yeah, let me send you some money." I was like, "No," because one, she's gonna treat me at the end of the month. I'm going to all in, and two, is like, come on, you don't like she as much as she drove me crazy. As in, I'm hearing things like I'm hearing her walk, I'm hearing her go, I'm hearing her like sneeze and stuff, or like I'll see out the corner of my eye like a dog tail or like a dog sitting there, which that's fucking weird. I'm actually going schizo, but I'm seeing all that, seeing it like hallucinating that stuff. It's like she is my dog at the end of the day as well, so obviously I'm gonna take care of her. Even though the fat bitch made me carry her to the outside, even though she could have walked. But yeah, no. So she is it's that kind of idea of you get the acknowledgement, but you don't really do anything else with it. Um, or like you get your attention, and then what? It's like I saw a TikTok about this guy saying you need to get more pretentious now. Yeah, you need to get more pretentious, because and then it's like these we talk about the people who are Bluey fans and all that, like the Bluey fans, the Gravity Fall fans, like the people who engage in children's media and stuff like that, and instead of listening to actual music, they listen to video game OSTs and stuff like that. And then I saw someone quote tweet that in a Cinema Sin style thing of like that's primarily like queer and thingy people. You've been homophobic. That's a one. You're quoting you quote a bisexual man. I'm pretty sure he's bisexual. Either way, um, and like the way they're saying it, it's like at the end of the day, you engage with childish media because you avoid accountability. And you don't, and you're too scared to face. So you're avoiding accountability. I'll get to that bit afterwards. Um, you engage with the childish media, or you don't try and engage with media in a deep sense fashion. Deep sense fashion, yeah, that adds up. You don't try and engage with a media properly because you're too scared to face actual adult emotion. They brought up this thing called adultism. As soon as I read that, I'm saying fuck off. It's like, I don't even know what it is. It's like, I assume it's um, like, oh, once you're an adult, you have to like taxes and shit like that. Like, no, it's like you are too afraid to confront real things because you're a child and you can't regulate yourself and you refuse to take accountability for stuff in your real world actions because you and then you could then project it onto that and say, oh well, I didn't get shown any of that. I haven't learned any of this, and it's like no, you actively like classroom was right there. You turned around, went to fucking amazing digital circus. Fuck right off. And this links back to you should kill yourself because you have the problems, right? You've put these onto yourself. You could easily solve this if you were an actual like functioning human with a good brain, or like not even like I say with a good brain. If you're a functioning human and you just like engage with like even this sounds ableist, right? But no, because I know autistic people, and I know of autistic people that have, you know, they will confront stuff like the emotions and stuff that they can't really, or like social interactions they can't really get. They still try to confront it, and now we're in a space where neurodivergence is like good, as in they're the good, neurotypical are the bad. Of like how like look at all the people feigning autism and feigning ADHD and feigning all of the neurodivergence, and the look at the problems with that of you're like feigning these. A majority of these aren't with. That's why they're feigning, because they don't have a diagnosis. But majority of these people, they claim that, and so it's literally an avoidance of accountability. And I just think if you cannot take accountability, you should just not be here, or like and they'll call me pretentious and stuff if I say like, oh, why don't you engage with like some real media or like stuff like that, and then that's that's not being pretentious. It's like, engaging my brain. You don't truly engage your brain. You go there and then you find like-minded individuals. But the thing is, you're not having actual social interaction with them. When you find your like-minded individuals, they're internet fandoms, and they are like, oh, every fandom is the worst thing ever, because they not the worst thing ever, but they're really bad because they just enable bad behavior. They will remove accountability for you even if you like consider like trying to gain that accountability. And like, I say accountability, W buzzword, of like, you try and like engage with something on a deeper level, but you don't fit the mainstream opinion within with that fandom, so you can fuck right off. Or it's the flip of that, of you have your opinion specifically to spite the mainstream opinion inside your own fandom, to stand out and be weird, and then when people say, come after you for that, you'll go like, oh no, like, this isn't on me, this is like they won't literally say this is the problem, they won't literally say that, but they will go there and do those things, and then be like what one of the favorite examples. Sorry, I'm stuttering because I'm working this out as I go. Is when people say something like that, and then like, oh, you're all attacking them. If someone will say some dumb shit, everyone will be like, no, you're dumb, and then because it will break out of their sphere, and then people go, oh, you're attacking a minor, by the way. Okay, they're a minor. Who cares? It's like they voice their opinion. It broke out of their sphere. It should have broken out of their sphere. They need to be put into a reality check of, this is how people interact, and you're not going to be coddled constantly because this is how the world works. I say this in this video or in a previous take. I'm hopeful for a better world, but I'm still a realist. This is like communism. Okay, no, so when I say this is like communism, is like a lot of people say, "Oh yeah, communism worked." If this is the Bryce Estelle, what's his name? BRS. Um, he'll say like, yeah, I think no BRS. I don't know who Bryce Estelle is, unless they're the same person. I don't know. Well, BRS's take that communism is the if man, because they'll say, oh, if every other country leaves it alone, if no, if like literally just they use pure idealistic like visions of what they see communism as, and it's like, you're a dipshit because you're saying all this, and then we're the bad guys for disagreeing. No, you're the bad guy for grifting and saying like, presenting yourself as holier than thou when you can't even like. There's no literal way to do it because of like, if we can get philosophical, the human but I'm gonna fucking kill everyone, bro. That bloody stutter. The human perplexity. No, the human nature to fuck up, right? Of people, regardless of if you're in a perfect society, no utopia can exist because people will be evil, people will be bad. It's like when people say like, under communism, we won't need a police force, and then I think this is another thing BRS said. He said, well, crime doesn't magically go away. Yeah, majority of crime is like because of class issues, but then the crime's still gonna be there. It's not like you're gonna go we're in a perfect world, and that's how like these people think of like when they feign their neurodivergence of, and that's just an example, like a case study for you, um, of people like dodging accountability of like for how long can you like you can stay in this perfect world of obliviousness and leave a trail of wreck behind you because we have to deal with your shit. What like and because they want to take accountability, they'll look back and they'll be like, "Yo, why are you cleaning up shit, bro?" It's like, no, it's yours. You're fucking leaking out your diaper, mate. um, that's a ramble. Purely just rambled through all of that. So that's what I'm saying. Of these people piss me off. They have their problems. They have their they have the accountability that they fucking dodge and dive. So God, my speaking's not the best. They'll avoid all that, and then what are the choice to like me as a person in society trying to be a part of society and not like this standout renegade like thing. What are the choices I have is like you should not be here. You should, like okay, this is like the most incoherent video yet because I've fully just like I was thinking about like writing notes and like making a plan for this video. Nah, it turns out I've just rambled this whole thing, but I think half like the last half of this video has been what I want to talk about. The first half I've just been bollocking, but yeah, that's really what I meant of like. And when I say you should kill yourself, I don't mean that in a literal sense of you should die. Even though like, I'm from an era of the internet. Well, I was born from an era of the internet where your death threats are light work, bro. I sent death threats out over fucking England get lost. England get lost. England losing in the semi-finals. No, obviously they're all jokey, but you know what I mean. It's like I say you should kill yourself, as in kill your personality. Don't you dare exist in front of me. Urgh. No, as in like metaphorically kill that off. Like cut it out. Be a fucking person. Buck up. And I get sometimes with no like obviously with the big focus on neurodivergence here of me sending that attack. When I say that, I'm not talking about the people who genuinely cannot because obviously they're neurodivergent and they have their mental difficulties of how well can they regulate themselves? Can they actually like take on the brunt of um accountability? Can they take on accountability? How much can they take on? Can they and even if they take it on, what can they do with it? Because I keep saying they dodge it and they don't take it on, but like what are they to do with it? And like I feel it's supposed to be common sense, but the thing with common sense is that common synonym typical, they're not neurotypical, they're neurodivergent. So it's like you see the point, you see the thing, and this is not an attack on them. This is an attack on the people that will engage. And the thing is, these people that I'm about to discuss, they are not like a minority. They are a solid half or majority of fandoms and stuff like that, where they will invade spaces that are like neurodivergent spaces or like friendly, and then they'll like actively try and display some of these things or like some of these symptoms or like um you know what I mean, like the symptoms and like the behaviors. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. The behaviors of the said neurodivergence, the given one, and then they will fall back on that and say, yo, my community, come to me, my X-Men, come to me, my. Sorry, I said X-Men, I thought X chromosome, and then that just sounds like a fucking some kind of dog whistle thing. But like, come to me, my X-Men, and protect me. I am Charles Xavier. Reach under my blanket, give me a hand job, and go. Um, like that's what they fall back on. rather than trying to be a person because they found easy ways out by exploiting the problems and the needs and the issues that other people face. And I just think those people need to be rid of this world, and that doesn't necessarily mean like obviously I don't believe that like people can fully change, but like I think that comes part of my straight edge lifestyle. Like actually no, I think like people can change, but like depending on what they're trying to change. The thing I'm telling these people to do of like kill that part of themselves and just be like, and like it's not like I'm a black pill or something like be a sheep, be this, be that, just be like another gear in the machine. It's like you don't have to be a gear in the machine, like because we're not a machine, we're people, like we're a society. You should function with us, like we're a living like thing, we're an entity that is alive, and you trying to escape that is like sounds like a hive mind. God, it doesn't sound like that. I think that's the problem of me trying to tell them to be like us, like stop feigning stuff, stop being like uh allergic to accountability and stuff, because whilst knowing that you're not actually, and you can, but you choose not to. And this like okay, if like sorry, that literally is red pill. It's W woke red pill of like this is how they talk to each other of like they are terrible people but they accept themselves within their like function and they protect themselves, and like it's literally just two ends. Like one is damaging because they are actively pursuing oppression of other people. The other ones are damaging because they exploit and damage people that they you know identify themselves with despite not actually being those. It's exploitation. And I have previously said it's a shame, but that's actually just the majority of them, of those type of people. They are not actually of that community. Like people, like you can use examples of, like I just said with the red pill. That's what they do, of like radfems when or like turfs and stuff like when they're like, oh, I'm a woman, not a cis woman. And it's like, um, yeah, okay, but like, oh, what was I? I was onto something there. It's like, yeah, they like, oh, sorry, not sorry. That's the wrong discourse that came into my head. It was the bisexual man discourse of how, um, there's nothing different. Like, it's purely out of homophobia, and they'll say like, they either just be like, yeah, I'm being homophobic. Other women come protect me. Well, other homophobes come protect me, and then there's the other side of like, they're trying to act like who flip it. Use was it Darvo or something to deflect, flip or whatever. I don't know what it is, but it's like those people who use that. Um, like that discourse. sh- You know, we see the problem with that, but we can't. I can't, as a straight man, like go and like attack that because one, I'm a straight man who would oppress women, like I'm in the position of the oppressor, and so if I'm trying to fight that fight, I'm never gonna win because I'm of the oppressor. Which we can speak on that of how I'm really not because I'm a brown man, and why am I why is it doing that? But yeah, oh, why is it broken? Ah, shit, gotta fix that. But so I'm fiddling with the zip on my trouser leg. Oh shit. Oh, I have to sort that later. But yeah, so it's bad because I talk on this, and then when I was gonna get to a point of that argument, I fucking ran away. Not ran away, but I got distracted. But it's like yeah, like they flip it and say we're we're actually just attacking them for being women. Like they turn it into a misogynistic argument when the original argument was that they're being homophobic, and that's like how they're dodging accountability. That's like another case. Similar with the fake neurodivergent people, or the red pill people. How they'll get caught up in some trouble, or like being racist and shit, and then their other racists will just be like, they either just own it and double down, or they'll be like, no, actually, because back in this point in history and whatever. Like, oh, shit. Sorry, I got it then. Stuck again. To me, my X-Men. Shit's not working. Oh well, just get to fiddle with that later then. Half an hour. Ooh, we're deep into this. Honestly, I think I'm gonna end up titling the video "You Should Kill Yourself," and here's why. But yeah, this is like the level I've reached of like what's it, not apathy, it's it's androgyny, not androgyny. I can't remember the word. Shit. The hatred of people. Misanthropic. Bang! This is like a big play in my misanthropy of I look at these people around me and I'm like, you disgust me because you refuse to be like an actual person. And it's not even the problem of like the privileged people and stuff, because why I do take my arms with that, have qualms with that. Yeah, have qualms with it. Take arms with it. Take bearance with it. I don't know. That's a somewhat separate issue. Well, it's an interlinked issue, but like, I realized this was what my real problem is that people just refuse to be people, and they like try to be characters. Like, no, we are not some kind of media. We are not some kind of comic. Well, I really said media. We're not some kind of like media. We're not some kind of like game. For fuck's sake, man! Like, media is just everything. I don't know why I said media twice. Like, we're not characters. We're people, and you need to be a person to work in this society. And regardless of like where we are in society, if we're if like, because we have oppression in society still, we still have systemic racism. We still have like oppression of women in like medical stuff and stuff like that. Of like, it's much harder for women to get their healthcare and stuff. And they say pink tax, but pink tax isn't real because we operate a free market, so it's just self-inflicted. See, that's another example. Oh god, I sound like such a misogynist. I promise I'm not. Of there's a girl on TikTok. She'll always be like, she makes gender war slop, and she'll be like, this is women's aftershave. What, women's shaving cream? This is men's shaving cream. This men's one is cheaper. For one, she doesn't actually show the same product from each gender. Two, if they're the exact same thing, but one's cheaper, why are you buying the women's one? It's, we're a free market. You don't have to buy that because you're a woman. You can buy the men's one, and then the men's price goes up. You can switch to the women's one. Ping pong. But rather they choose to blame systems and stuff rather than blaming themselves for not, because they are not personally afflicted. I say they. It's just really. I mean, yeah, as in they are like personally afflicted by this, and rather than doing the option that makes sense of just buying the men's one, they stay on that side. I'm like, you have the job. You literally, like, bro, you're on the goal line and you're moving like fucking promoting the PSG. Just let the ball roll in. Just genuinely, like, you are actively preventing yourself, and that's the problem. That's what I dislike. Of we have a society, and the reason why we've progressed and overcome that, we had the women's suffrage, which despite we had the women's suffrage, which in the UK and in America actively put down black people as as a people and as a race, but it raised up women. we overcame civil rights problems, which then we overcame civil rights problems, which led into obviously systemic problems remaining now. But the key link is that that you think that those people came in as like these renegades, these like not separatists, these like renegade groups. No, they just became a society. Like they themselves were a society, and who weren't trying to be their own like nation. Like you take the Nation of Islam for example, of how that's like a cult, and they killed Malcolm X, right? Because they wanted to be a nation by themselves, or like this island society, like separate to us. But you see, like the suffragettes, civil rights leaders and stuff, the Black Panthers, they came in, and rather than driving out society and becoming a separate thing, or like just like up and leaving like it's Krakoa, they came in and they worked in society to progress society, and I feel that's the only way to work. You have to be in society to progress, and that's just like it pisses me off because these people think they're revolutionaries. They think they're that. They think they're this by being on the outside, but in reality, you need to be inside to put in actual work. And and I know that they're because obviously they're humans, they're people. Go inside, fix yourself, kill that part of you that is keeping you outside, and be in society and help us progress, help us get rid of the current problems that pertain us, and that will get us in the future. You know. Yeah. Oh, that's 36 minutes, coming up on 37. That was a good rant. Technically, I've been trying to film for nearly an hour. Yeah, checked some of the takes, but um, yeah. If you made it this far, thank you. And if you know you're that type of person that I've rambled this whole video on, well, majority of this video on, um, yeah, it's just fix up, please, kill that part of you, and yeah, I think that's about it. See ya. I just really wait. I stole that from Critical. I've just been doing that like normal. Damn, I need a new outro. Oh, that's the intro. Breakfast. Yeah, I'm not doing that again.